I went book shopping. Boom, 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 fast, fast like lightning. But I said to myself, Lassie, go slow. There's no hurry. Make sure you get the books that are really speaking to you. And I think I did a great job. So I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books and a magazine. But I don't have the magazine. I left that at work. The whole magazine was Food for Your Brain, which oftentimes we focus on heart health. But there are other types of helps. And one of the books that I bought, we'll get into that. I'll actually make that my first book, Heart Health. We also need to concentrate on brain health. And since we are what we eat, our brain is made up of 2% of our body weight, but it like gobbles up 20% of the food that we eat. It's very picky on what we choose to eat. It will not get its most brain power from sugary snacks or salty snacks. It wants the fruits and the veggies, the beans, the protein, the whole foods. Okay, so, okay, I'm not going to say that word okay because I say that word okay too dang much on my own nerves. Let's get into these books. The first book I chose was Chakras, because I have sought out a nutritionist. Is that correct? Sought out? Yes. Because I have sought out a nutritionist. She has encouraged me to scale back and slow down. I don't know a lot about meditation and yoga. I dabbled in it. I never stuck to a routine. I think I'm going to go in that direction, and I think I am going to actually adapt that type of lifestyle. It's feeling right at my age. It feels like, you know, a time and a place for everything. I feel like this is the time. Anyways, I picked this book up because I don't know anything about this, and I even said, what are chakras? Because I honestly don't know. But I am going to find out about them and their benefits. And if you out there don't know what chakras are, I'll just read you a brief description. Again, they don't work, so we're going to ditch those. Okay, chakras. This comprehensive guide to balancing the vital energies of your body and spirit will enable you to connect with and experience your chakras. You will learn simple techniques to keep your energy body healthy. There's another thing that I guess we need to keep healthy, our energy body. These include easy to follow yoga poses, food that will feed your chakras, meditations to move you into transcendence, and the therapeutic use of essential oils and crystals, featuring the famous chakra drawings of Theosophist C.W. Leadbeater. This beautifully illustrated volume will delight anyone wishing to achieve complete physical and spiritual alignment. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Your inner child, procreation, and the joy of life. Well, that sounds pretty good to me. Meditation, mantras, feel the fear and do it anyway. Okay, I'm on board with that. I believe that. The yantra and associated deities. Okay, so I don't know about that, but I'm going to find out about that. And this looks like a good, interesting book for me to learn from. Book number 2 is like a cousin, or we'll say a brother or a sister to the first book. It is meditation. Meditation. Wouldn't it be wonderful to meet all the stresses of modern life with calm and composure? This insightful guide shows you how to meditate in a variety of ways that appeal to all the senses, from quick mini meditations to learning how to use scent and sound to transport yourself into another state of mind. There is plenty to try for those seeking daily peace and harmony. Learn how to work with chakras and energy to clear your mind and access deep meditation. With all the benefits that it imparts, you can walk the path to serenity and enjoy blissful, mind-expanding experiences. And so those two books are going to help me accomplish that. My third book is Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. He is a Japanese writer, and I would say he writes proficiently. I am in love with the way that he writes. He's straightforward, but he's smooth, he's concise, he's no holds barred. He clearly has a talent. He's a great writer. And so I read his book, What I Think About When I Think About Running, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. And so being familiar with his writing style, I referenced other books that he had written. This is one of them. I'm just going to read you a very brief description of what it's about. Toru, a serious young college student in Tokyo, is devoted to Naoko, a beautiful and introspective young woman. But their mutual passion is marked by the tragic death of their best friend years before. As Naoko retreats further into her own world, Toru finds himself drawn to a fiercely independent and sexually liberated young woman. A magnificent coming-of-age story steeped in nostalgia, Norwegian Wood blends the music, the mood, and the ethos that were the 60s with a young man's hopeless and heroic first love. Okay. I saw this book on the shelf and I knew it was coming home. I was not leaving it there. Anybody who knows me knows my fondness for animals and my great love for them and how I never, ever, ever wish them any harm. Funny Farm. My Unexpected Life with 600 Rescue Animals by Lori Zaleski. Imagine life with 600 rescue animals. Lori Zaleski never aspired to run an animal rescue. That was her mother Annie's dream. But from girlhood, Lori was determined to make that dream come true. 30 years later, as a successful businesswoman, she bought a 15-acre farm deep in the pinelands of southern New Jersey. She was planning to relocate her mother and her caravan of ragtag rescues, horses and goats, dogs and cats, chickens and pigs, when Annie died just 2 weeks before moving day. Lori resolved to carry on Annie's mission to save abused and neglected animals and established the Funny Farm Animal Rescue in Mays Landing, New Jersey in 2000. Funny Farm is Lori's story of promises kept, dreams fulfilled, and animals lost and found. It's also the story of Annie McNulty, who fled a nightmarish marriage, having few skills, no money, and no resources, dragging 3 kids behind her, and accumulating hundreds of cast-off animals on the way. And it's the story of the brave, funny, and lovable animals that found their forever home at the Funny Farm. Oh, this is right up my alley. I love those stories. I live for them. My favorite. And rescue animals to boot, I'm in. They are adorable. Look at them. Chickens and pigs and roosters and little lammies. Love them. Love my animals. How about this one? Caesar's Last Breath. Oh, I saw it. I read a little bit about it. Sure. With every breath you literally inhale the history of the world. On the Ides of March, 44 BC, Julius Caesar died of stab wounds on the Senate floor, but his last exhalation can still be experienced today. In fact, you're probably breathing part of it right now. Of the sextillions of molecules entering or leaving your lungs at this moment, some might well bear traces of Cleopatra's parfums, German mustard gas, particles emitted by atomic bombs, even remnants of stardust from the universe's creation. Tracing the origins of our atmosphere through its ingredients, Sam Keen takes us on a journey through the periodic table, around the globe, and across time to unlock the secret stories that become part of us with every breath. Yes, please. Okay, this one is darling. It's darling. Cleo Coyle. Honey roasted. Honey roasted. Claire Cosey is busy as a bee, planning her honeymoon when murder buzzes into the Village Blend in this all-new mystery in the beloved New York Times best-selling Coffee House series by Cleo Coyle. While struggling to find a romantic and affordable destination for her upcoming honeymoon, Coffee House manager Claire Cosey whips up a honey of a drink made from honey-processed coffee. Claire plans to serve her outstanding new honey cinnamon latte at her spring wedding to her longtime honey, NYPD Detective Mike Quinn. The culinary world is also abuzz about the amazing honey that Claire was lucky enough to source for her shop's new latte. Produced by Madam's old friend, Queen Bee Hastings. The rare, prize-winning nectar from bee rooftop hives commands a premium price, and top chefs compete for a chance to use it in their signature seasonal dishes. One night, a swarm of escaped bees blankets the Village Blend's chimney, and Claire discovers Bee's unconscious body after she seemingly fell from her elaborate high-rise rooftop greenhouse. The police want to rule it as a tragic accident or possible attempted suicide, but Claire does not believe either theory. Like Madame, she knows this queen would never abandon her hive. To sort out this mystery, Claire investigates a world of cutthroat chefs, culinary startups, and competitive urban beekeepers. But can she uncover the truth without getting stung? And it also includes recipes fit for a queen bee. But I thought this was a cute little book. And I'm not really into light reads, but like I said, I like to change it up, keep it varied, and I feel it's important to step out of your box and do something that is not normally you, adapt it and make it you. And so I'm going to make this mine. Groovy. Now, my last and final book is in the biblical section, and it is called Growing Boldly, Dare to Build a Life You Love by Emily Ley. So this is the start of something good, a celebration of self-discovery, taking risks, and doing what matters most. Growing boldly is a powerful invitation for you to dream big and then dare to build the life you love. Entrepreneur and mother of three, Emily Ley draws on her story of creating a highly successful business and loving the process as she teaches us how to move forward in our own callings. In Growing Boldly, Emily helps you believe in who you are and whose you are. You utilize what you have. I imagine the life you dream of. L, love your people and all people well. D, do what matters, forget the rest. Gather your grit, your learned lessons, and your deep down belief in who you were created to be, because it's all valuable for the journey ahead. In growing boldly, you'll discover how to transform your passions into a life you love that reflects authenticity, simplicity, and life-changing connections. Yep, I'm on board. So, they are my book selections. Fabulous. And then I treated myself to an irresistible the very last bookmark of this kind. Isn't it adorbs? Be a reader. And I love my bees. And that, my friends, is the video for today. If you have not already, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. And now, before we part ways, I ask you to please always remember and never forget, we lose ourselves in books, but we also find ourselves there too. Bye-bye.